Come around and join us. We have to change our lives. Time is now. Serious.
Amen to that. I want to give the last brother that spoke big props for mentioning the Walls of Jericho, because it's a biblical term, but it can be used as a generic term. And it is the Walls of Jericho that we need to be bringing down in this fight. This thing is historical, and it's biblical, and it's economical, and it's from so many different facets and threads, you know. There are so many voices, or should I say sub-voices, that come and rise out of the voice of racism, or out of the struggle of racism. The movement of female liberation was born out of the movement of racism. The struggle of African peoples, the last voice, the last genocidal voice that has not been heard, that has not been paid reparations, yeah? That is the last voice. The Jews have been paid reparations. The African Holocaust is not even called a Holocaust, yeah? The blood of our brothers and our sisters are still being shed on these streets. I remember standing here 20 years ago when it wasn't even called Windrush Square, when it was called Jurassic Park because there was so much crack being smoked out here, yeah? When Brixton didn't matter. I remember standing here then, marching and campaigning. And you know, I'm looking around me and I'm saying, this is new blood. This is what I thought wouldn't happen, because we went to sleep for a while. And since Brexit, the skinheads who grew hair and took jobs down in Canary Wharf and down into the square mile up in Cheapside and wherever at the banks, they've now decided to rise again. And the brother's right what he said earlier about white people standing with us, not against us. Not saying what I've been hearing on LBC all morning. Well, what does it matter? It's 5,000 miles away. Why are they jumping on the bandwagon? Do you know why? Because we belong to a diaspora of black people that came 500 years ago from Africa as kidnapped slaves and sometimes traded slaves to all over the world, whether it's in America, Brazil, England, the Caribbean. We belong to a diaspora of people, and we are suffering through that unification. I'm the mother of 4 children, one of which is a young black male. Okay, 21 years old. The amount of times that he's been stopped, you cannot tell me it does not concern me. Exactly. I am also an auntie to a 28-year-old black American male who lives there and is born there and grown there and has never done anything but go to college. The amount of times he's had to get flapped with a 9 in his back, yeah? That is why it matters. And yes, black lives do matter. I want to hear it louder from the crowd. Do black lives matter? Every life matters. Every life matters is the point that I'm trying to make. Every life matters. But right now we are focusing on black lives because nobody else is facing that level of bloodshed at the hands of racist police officers. It may well be 14 in a year over here and 100 and whatever in a year over there. But are we saying that there's a hierarchy in murder? Are we saying it matters about the numbers? It is the motive and the intent and where it is coming from that we are concerned about. Now, I remember 1995, a name that is quite obscure and hasn't been mentioned in terms of racist killings. Donna O'Dwyer. Does anybody remember Sister Donna, who died in Oliver Close in 1995 after a C-18 representative turned up in commando gear and threw a Molotov cocktail into a party in racist East London. She tried to escape from a balcony from the toxic smoke that had gone into the party, and in her struggle to climb from one balcony to the next, 13 floors up, she fell to her death. Okay, the police covered that up, and it took 1.5 years until the man who was guilty of that, his wife could not live with the guilt anymore, and she turned him in. These are the things. It's racist killings. I remember, you know, Mr. Douglas up the road there at Brixton Police Station. Just up the road here, Jebb Avenue. Admiral Jebb of the British Army, rich on slavery. disproportionately housing black men for all sorts of things, and the atrocities that go on in there I know because I've worked there. I want to end by giving God the glory, because right now it is the walls of Jericho coming down, and this is coming back from not just slavery, but it is written in prophecy that they would divide nations against nation, and we have to stand together. It is the same oppressor that put Jesus on the cross. It is the same oppressor that took us into slavery. It's the same regime and the oppressor that is working in Palestine and oppressing those brothers and sisters out there. It's the same oppressor. So let's stand together and break down the walls of Jericho. Can I end, my brother, with a tribute that I wrote in 1995 to Sister Donna, at a time when I thought it was really about black against white. So forgive me for some of the rhetoric, but it isn't about black against white. And the poem goes like this. I hear the sounds of African beats float out across the streets of an urban jungle somewhere deep within the struggle. Plantations reminiscing those painful times gone by, escaping through our music, I guess it's do or die. No change since those days, no change, no change, no change. Party ready now. Brothers sharp, smooth and swinging. Sisters rocking with the rhythm. It's the corrigo I'm smelling. No need to be illin'. In here there is no schism. It's party time. Everybody unify, if only for a while. The anthem comes up, a song from Bob or Buju, could be Gregory I, whichever of the prophets, my soul I can't be not deny. God bless people, God bless, God bless, God bless, but there is evil at the front door. Not those regular ones in blue, a different kind of demon wrapped in white flesh, his mindset was not new. Nitrate firebomb in one hand, his Uzi in the other, his task to kill a mother, a systems foot soldier working overtime, attacking me and mine. What is happening? What is happening? Prophecy fulfilling. Pandemonium breaks the darkness, hellfire the light of day. Blue eyes pierce the smoke, a sister tries to get away. Clung to a 13th floor balcony, there is silence as she falls. Not to her death but a place with the ancestors, her baby's name she calls. What is left now? A 9-year-old warrior laments the murder of his mother. Kill one, create another. Sleep sweet, my brave baby brother. Remember Donna, for she will be avenged. Time is drawing near, beloved. We're coming to the end. What will you do now when this child becomes a man? What will you do, Elizabeth Windsor, with this angry African? Your Majesty's pleasure, perhaps. F-Wing Brixton or Feltham's Albatross. A luxurious suite in your mental concentration camp. Maybe a double dose of liquid posh. Sister sleeps. And I can't remember the rest. I wrote it 20 years ago. Thank you very much.
Fire! Serious fire! Serious fire! Look at us! Look at us! Look at how we want to express! Look at us! We've got so much to say! Seriously! This is just the beginning! As long as you push it! As long as you push it!